always say 3 to 5 years. If you are serious and know what you want to do in tech, go out there and get the necessary skills and certs, you can get to 6 figures. Says the average tech salary is not 100,000. So he's responding to a video that I said that the average tech salary is 100. Technically, he's correct. The average salary said 96,000. I just rounded it out to 100 just to put a nice, pretty number up there. It says the average tech salary is not 100. He says it takes over half a decade. In case you guys don't know, half a decade is 5 years, y'all. Why do people say half a decade? Why don't you just say 5 years? When people say half a decade, they're trying to make it seem like that is way longer than what it actually is. Half a decade is only 5 years. Anyways, he says it takes over half a decade. So over half a decade is what? 5.5 months, 6 years? Anyways, it takes over half a decade to achieve that. And he says, even then restrictions apply, such as a clearance. He says, I know because I am a tech in the industry and I deal with resumes more often than not. And he says, so for anyone, it is not realistic to achieve 6 figures for the overwhelming majority within 3 years. Tier 1 will take you already 2 to 3 years. Tier 2 entry level will take you another 2 to 3. He says, the only places you'll make 6 figures are in areas that are difficult to recruit and maintain, often as a result of high cost of living, Miami, Key West, Southern Cali, New England. Sure, you can get paid $120 just for fixing laptops, but the rent is $3,200 a month for a small place plus taxes. It says, which after everything is accounted for is making a little over median wage. He says, will it take you 20 years to make 6 figures? No, but closer to 5 to 10. All right, so any of y'all been listening to my YouTube channel, I've been saying forever, within 3 to 5 years, I always say 3 to 5 years, if you are serious and know what you want to do in tech, go out there and get the necessary skills and certs, you can get to 6 figures. Now, that doesn't mean that if you live in some country bumpkin town and fly over America, that you're going to get 6 figures out there. You might actually have to pack up and relocate to another city. Now, I thought that stuff was understood, but I guess I have to explicitly state this stuff from now on. So if you don't live in a major metropolitan area and you want to make 6 figures, you might have to pack up and move to a bigger city, unless you can find you some remote work or something like that. But I always stated within 3 to 5 years, it is realistic. But I also say within 5 to 10 years, if you're dragging your feet, meaning you're just kind of coasting, taking your time with it, then fine. Within 5 to 10 years, you should be able to crack 6 figures. 3 to 5 if you're high speed, but it is achievable. Now, is it the standard for everybody? No, because everybody isn't high speed. Everybody's motivated to watch the $100,000 YouTube video. Like, ooh, I can make $100,000, y'all. Everybody gets motivated to watch them videos, right? But when it's time for you to actually crack the books open, crack the labs open, start doing whatever it is that you got to do to get close to that 6 figures, guess what? That's when a lot of people's motivation goes out the window. It's kind of like New Year's. Everybody done got fat since Thanksgiving. We've been stuffing our face all the way out through Christmas. Then here comes New Year's. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get in shape. New Year's come, you excited, you go to the gym, you get on the treadmill and walk 20 feet and you out of breath. Next thing you know, you don't quit your gym membership. The thought of you getting into shape was exciting. The act of you actually going about the process of getting your fat ass into shape is not exciting. That same mentality applies to IT and certifications or getting the big salary jobs. Everybody wants to make $100,000. Everybody like, ooh, I can make 100,000. Tech G said I can make 100,000. Yes, you can. But when you sign up from a course and you start looking at all the stuff you got to do, all the stuff you got to learn if you want to be competent, that's when a lot of y'all start tapping out. You'll be like, damn, this stuff is, I don't know if I really want to make $100,000 that bad. I think I'm cool with 30,000. That's where some of that stuff starts creeping in. But for those of y'all who are motivated and you want to get to the money, here's the thing that I actually see where this happens. People who are seasoned workers and they've been on their own paying bills, living life, they understand the value of studying for a certification, which can possibly lead to higher incomes for them. The people who don't comprehend this crap are young people coming straight out of high school and college who have never worked. Like they've always been up under the care of mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy been paying their cell phone bills. They're paying their college tuition. They're paying their car notes. They're paying for their entire lifestyle. So even when you start talking to them about 100,000, they might get excited about it, but it doesn't really register with them because they've never been in a position where they've had to actually earn money and pay their own bills. It doesn't really click with these young people. These old crusty people who've been out there in the game for a little bit, they understand that. But even still, out of the old crusty people, the thing that hangs them up is like what I said earlier. Can you do the coursework? Because looking at the salaries is cool. Watching the videos is cool. Fantasizing about it is cool. But can you actually dedicate 30 minutes to an hour every day of your life to looking at this stuff and learning it, soaking it all up, not just so you can pass the test because you're looking at my wonderful slideshows, but actually going out there and getting your lab on, trying to apply this stuff so that when you go into the job interview, you'll be like, yes, I know how to do this crap that I learned in my certification. Well, that takes discipline. I'll be the first one to tell you, learning IT is some dry, boring stuff. That's a complaint that people always tell me, man, your stuff is boring. Yeah, my stuff is boring. I don't care if you go watch other people on YouTube, you go take this at a community college or a university, all of it is dry and boring. The only thing that changes is who can tell the corniest jokes or who has the best personality for teaching this dry, boring stuff. But the thing you got to remember is what's at the end of the rainbow of the dry, boring stuff? A higher paying job. I mean, you know, the $100,000 salary that got you to watch my video in the first place. Like if you can figure out, get the intestinal fortitude to sit there and go through all this stuff and learn it, and then you actually decide, okay, this is what I want to do in tech, get serious about the crap, you can realistically crack 100,000 in 3 to 5 years. I got a student, my man, go look at the video of Demetrius, my student that I posted a couple weeks ago. He was a dude working at Walmart making $12 an hour 3 years ago. 3 years ago, $12 an hour working at Walmart. Zero IT experience other than turning on his smartphone or watch freaking YouTube. Fast forward 3 years to this day, he's getting job offers for 100,000. Now, he does have to relocate. I think he's moving to Hawaii. In fact, he got a job offer to go to Hawaii, but he's a young man with no wife, no kids, so he should go to Hawaii. But they're coming in, and that's way more than $12 an hour. So just depends on what you want to do, man. It's not going to come for everybody that easily, but it's realistic because a lot of people have done it. All right, this person says, do you think the new MOS 25 hotel network communication system specialist will help prepare me for a career in cybersecurity? Or should I choose 25 Bravo? Which MOS do you think has more transferable skills for civilian jobs? This 25 hotel is made up of 3 MOSs, 25 Lima, which is the cable dogs, 25 Novembers, and 25 Quebec. So once again, I've been out the Army for almost 9 years. I don't know what a 25 hotel is. Let me look that up. Network communication specialist. You'll supervise network management functions while overseeing integrated network control centers and multi-channel communication systems. This includes installing tactical fiber, cable wiring. So you're going to be doing some cable dog stuff, along with helping to troubleshoot and re-engineer associated network assets that support operational requirements. Sounds like basically you might have exposure to routers and switches and some PCs and stuff like that. You'll also perform routine maintenance check on vehicles, generators, and equipment, which is pretty much what they all do. So you say this is new, so this wasn't around when I was in it. This sounds like one of those MOSs, which is actually what you're saying, that covers learn a little bit how to cable some stuff and deal with fiber optics. You learn some stuff over here, 25 November, which I don't even know what the hell that is. 25 Quebec, you learn something over here. It's kind of hard for me to answer that. I mean, it sounds good, but obviously I'm going to lean with the 25 Bravo because that's what I was. That's actually the IT person. So here's the thing. If you want to be an IT guy, working in IT, doing some IT crap and chasing IT certs, so you can get those $100,000 a year jobs I was just talking about, go become a 25 Bravo. Once you become a 25 Bravo, if you make the rank of E5 or E6, that's when you might qualify to go for the 25 Delta MOS. That's actually the cybersecurity MOS. Matter of fact, let me check that. That was actually coming online when I was getting out the Army. Yeah, it's called the Cyber Network Defender, the 25 Delta MOS. So that's basically the cybersecurity MOS for the Army. I would go that path because you're basically strictly hyper-focused, quote-unquote hyper-focused, because in the Army, you're never truly hyper-focused, but you're hyper-focused on IT-related stuff. So if that's what you want to do when you get out the military, I would do that. And yes, obviously the IT stuff is very transferable because IT is everywhere. In the finance industry, education, defense industry, health industry, transportation industry, you name it, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, your skills are very transferable. All right. So I would just go with the 25 Bravo. Now, this depends upon if you plan on doing a couple years and getting out. If you plan on doing 20 plus years in the military, then you might want to figure out which one of these MOSs will get you promoted faster, because some MOSs, there might be everybody and their mamas in there, and guess what? They're not promoting anybody. And that actually happened to me. I was a 25 Bravo back in 2009 or 10. I got promoted to staff sergeant, E6, right? Before that, no, I got promoted 2010. My bad. Late December 2010. Before that, I was an E5. I was an E5 for like 5 freaking years because there was no openings to get promoted. It was a 5 or 4 years, meaning the promotion points were maxed out at like a 798. And it's impossible for anybody to get a 798, no matter what you do, right? So basically, they do that because nobody can get promoted. Anyways, I had a friend who reclassed to be a 25 Papa, which is another Signal MOS. He jumped up to the rank of E7 because they had all these opening positions. They didn't have nowhere near as many people in his job that he switched to that were in my job. So I was stuck for like 4 years at E5 before I got to the rank of E6. But during that time frame, he got promoted from E5 to E6. And then when it came time for him to get promoted to E7, he got picked up on his first look. So here he is 2015 when we're getting out the Army. He's a sergeant first class, and I'm a staff sergeant. He's a senior NCO, and I'm still a quote unquote junior NCO. So, but anyways, he's still in the military. I probably make way more money than him now, but it is what it is. But go become a 25 Bravo, man. I had an E5 under me back in 2020. Told him to finish his bachelor's in software development and security with UMGC, University of Maryland Global College. That's where I actually got my master's degree from. Since he got a security plus, got his foot in the door right before he separated. He's working help desk. I don't know if you said that as a man, he's working help desk, like kind of like he did all that just to get a help desk job. I don't know the tone of that last part of the comment, but regardless, if he did all that, he got his degrees and he's working. And if he got to start a help desk, he got to start a help desk, right? Nobody should be looking down on the help desk. It's not a permanent position where you're going to be there for the rest of your life. Sometimes that might be the only way you can get into tech is by going through the help desk, because they hire pretty much anybody. So if that's your only way to get into IT, take the help desk, do your time in there, 6 months to a year. That's more than enough time for you to skill up and go find you another job. See, I need to start reading the comments first. So he just said all that. Then he just said his man stayed there for a year. Now he's making 95,000. See, so he went from E5 making under 40 to 95. See, whole IT and tech industry about to get bodied by AI anyway. Jobs going to get cut hard. No, it's not. So everybody's like, oh, AI is coming to replace you. AI is not about to replace anybody anytime soon. AI is still stupid. Listen, AI can't even figure out how to freaking make fingers. Have you seen the AI artwork? They always mess up the fingers. They never can get fingers right for some reason. So AI is not about to replace people. AI is about to be a tool that people can use to simplify their jobs. That's what they're going to do. They're going to use it as a new tool to speed up their jobs and make life easier. But if we ever get to the point where AI replaces people, we're talking probably like maybe 15, 20 years. I don't know. But as of right now, 2024, 2025, you'll be all right. AI is not about to replace you. Regardless of all that, the most important part of this whole live stream, the most important part is this right here. The most important part is my A+ class. Listen, like I say, for those of y'all who don't, and listen, I'm going to be doing this for IT Fundamentals, A+, Net Plus, Security Plus, because I'm redoing the brand new Security Plus stuff. So those of y'all who feel like, hey, I need some motivation, that's what this program is about, man. It's about helping y'all stay motivated and accountable. Let's keep it a buck. That's right. I got to plug the class. It is what it is. I got to plug the class, baby. The thing is, some of y'all sign up for my memberships on YouTube. You get to look at my slideshows. And for literally a handful of y'all, that's enough. But the overwhelming majority of y'all need something like this in your life. Whether you're getting it through me or you're going to a tech college, university, or something like that, y'all need a structured plan. Like I say, I've been teaching IT in some capacity on and offline for like 8 years. I'm talking about hundreds on top of hundreds of students I've come across and helped get certified over the years. I did this for 4.5 years when I was in the Army. A lot of y'all need help. A lot of y'all need more than just looking at somebody's slideshows and watching their YouTube videos. Y'all need to actually be held accountable, have somebody explain this stuff to you, make it make sense for you. That's what I'm here for. So if you're interested, go sign up, man. You got to fill out an application form. Only thing I ask for is your name and your email address. I'm not collecting driver's license information, social security cards, bank account, none of that crap. You go to the bottom of that document, fill out the application to see if we can get you right out in these streets to help you get certified. And then, like I say, in the coming weeks or whatever, months, I'm going to be doing the same thing for Network Plus, Security Plus. If I got time in my life, I might even start stepping up to higher level certs like CCNA, Cloud, and AWS. I might start adding that stuff into it. But just these basic entry level certs, man, they take up so much of my time because I don't have a team working with. I'm the one man band. I'm the teacher. I'm the YouTuber. I'm the editor. I'm the marketer. I'm the person that keeps track of all my spreadsheets for my business. I do everything. So I'm only a one man band over here. But for those of y'all who sign up, I'm gonna make it my mission to help y'all get certified, man. So go sign up for that. That's the most important part of this whole video. Tech G certification training. Go check my community tab. I'll be posting certifications all over the place, man. People be passing these tests.